Hi guys, welcome to today's Math 6, day 23. We're looking at lesson 68 and 69. Lesson 68, we're dividing mixed numbers. So again, similar to what we did with multiplying mixed numbers, we're going to need to convert it to an improper fraction. So we need to get it in the proper form. If it isn't already, perform the operation that's indicated and then simplify. So it's the same steps. There may be a few nuances, but it's going to be similar to what we did when we multiplied using mixed number. So Shauna is pouring 2 2/3 cups of plant food into equal amounts to feed 4 plants. How much plant food is there for each plant? Okay, so we're going to go 2 2/3, and we're going to divide it by 4. Okay, first thing we have to do is make this into an improper fraction. So 2 times 3 plus 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8 thirds divided by 4. Now, when we're dividing and working with fractions, remember the jingle: keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. So this one's going to stay the same. This changes to multiplication, and then we flip this, or we take the reciprocal. So dividing with fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So 4, or we could call it 4 over 1, becomes 1 over 4. Okay, and then 4 goes into 8, and 4, 2 times 1 over 3 times 1, so 2/3. Again, keep, change, flip. We have to first get it into an improper fraction, and then we multiply by the reciprocal, and we don't have to reduce that because it is as reduced as it's going to get. Okay, if we have 2 2/3 divided by 1 and 1/2, again, improper fraction, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. We just had 8 over 3. 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Still over 2. So we keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. So this becomes 8 over 3. That remains the same. Division becomes multiplication, and then the reciprocal, 3 over 2, becomes 2 over 3. Okay, then I have 8 times 2 is 16 over 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 goes into 16 once, with 7 left over. So if we want it, started with mixed numbers, we probably want to end with mixed numbers. So 1 7/9. Okay, 1 7/9, and then the practice set. We'll go over those in class, so don't worry about those. So remember, make it into an improper fraction, and then keep, change, flip, and then multiply by the reciprocal, which is what we're doing, and then reduce if possible. All right, lesson 69, lengths of segments and complementary and supplementary angles. So letters are often used to designate points, like points A and B. Below, we show a line that passes through A and B. It's referred to as the line AB or BA. Doesn't matter. Going A to B or B to A, we still have a line. We abbreviate it with AB and then the line above it, indicating that it's a line continuing on forever. If it's a ray, we will just have the arrow pointing one direction, that's indicating it continues on infinitely in one direction. If it is a segment, then it'll just have this line above it, indicating that it's a line segment. So again, arrows on both ends indicates it's a line. Lines continue on forever in both directions. A segment has an end point and continues on infinitely in one direction. And then a segment, a line segment, has two endpoints. So it doesn't go on forever, it ends. So segment WX or XY or WY, we indicate with the line above it. So in the figure, the length of L to M is 4 centimeters, and L to N is 9 centimeters. So we know this entire distance is 9. From L to M is 4. So to figure out the distance from M to N, we would just need to find the difference. Well, the entire thing is 9. L to M is 4. So the difference between that 9 minus 4 is 5. So that's how we can set those up to find. Okay, two new terms that we're learning: complementary angles and supplementary. Complementary are angles that add up to 90 degrees. A supplementary are angles that add up to 180. How I remember is a straight angle or a straight line, and then supplementary. So straight, supplementary, the S and S, that's the way I remember. Complementary refers to two angles that measure up to 90, not up to, but total 90 degrees, and then supplementary, they add up to 180 degrees. Probably let me copy that. So if the figure on the right, okay, angle RWT, it's not gonna be. Copy that, that's fine. So we have this angle right here, okay, RWT, and then which angle is a supplement of RWS? So RWS right here, okay, again, we have to term our three letters so we know where the vertex is. So RWS, okay, well, SWT would add up to be 90 degrees. So that would be B, the complement of the angle. But then the supplement would be RWQ or QWR, because that's the one that forms the straight line from here to here. And again, a straight line adds up to 180 degrees. Hold on. And so again, sorry, it wouldn't let me copy that into the digital whiteboard. But just remember, we read off our angles with three letters when it's confusing, that we can't just call this W angle W, because that could refer to this angle, both of those angles together, or this angle, or really any of our angles. So that's why we read it off 1, 2, 3. Okay, we know complementary, they add up to 90. Supplementary, they add up to 180. So you just have to identify which ones are the complements and which ones supplement the other angle. Okay. We will go over those as a class, and we are nearing the end of the unit, so keep doing a good job.